In the frostbitten expanse of the Ural Mountains, a horrifying mystery unfolded in February 1959. This chilling tale, known as the Dyatlov Pass Incident, begins with 9 eager Russian hikers. They set forth, hearts filled with anticipation and excitement, ready to conquer the unforgiving terrain. Each step they took was a stride into the unknown, their spirits undaunted by the icy wilderness. Yet, unbeknownst to these adventure seekers, this was not just another expedition. Little did they know that their adventure would soon turn into a chilling nightmare. The group's journey began cheerfully, full of hope and camaraderie. 9 intrepid souls, their hearts ablaze with the spirit of adventure, set out to conquer the Ural Mountains' snowy peaks. Each one was an experienced hiker, their backpacks brimming with the tools and supplies needed to brave the elements. They were well prepared, each step cautiously planned, each route meticulously mapped. Their team leader, Igor Dyatlov, was an expert mountaineer, his leadership honed by numerous expeditions. Under his guidance, the group was a well-oiled machine, each member playing their part. Their collective experience and meticulous preparations made them confident in their abilities to face whatever the mountains had in store. Yet despite their preparation and camaraderie, an undercurrent of unease began to creep in. The Ural Mountains, majestic and beautiful, were also treacherous and unpredictable. With each step taken, each mountain crossed, they delved deeper into the heart of the unknown, but as they moved deeper into the mountains, the weather began to turn. A fierce snowstorm swept across the mountains and the experienced hikers lost their way. The Ural Mountains, a formidable opponent even to the most seasoned explorers, were now shrouded in a relentless tempest of snow and biting winds. The hikers, skilled and well-prepared, found themselves veering off course, their path obscured by the blinding storm. As they trudged through the snow, the group made a decision to set up camp on the slope of Kholat Syakhl, a decision that still baffles experts to this day. With a forested area just a mile downhill, why did they choose to camp in such a dangerous and exposed location? Days later, a search party stumbles upon a chilling scene, their campsite. The tent, their only shelter from the harsh elements, was eerily abandoned. It was torn and damaged, slashed open from the inside as if in a frantic rush to escape. But escape from what? The surrounding snow was imprinted with footprints, barefooted and sock-clad, a stark testament to the desperation that had ensued. Stranger still, their belongings, including essential equipment, clothing, and even their shoes, were left behind in the tent. The remnants of a meal still lay untouched, frozen in the chilling tableau. It was as if the hikers had fled in haste, leaving behind everything they would need to survive in the unforgiving wilderness. The campsite, once a refuge, now stood as a ghostly monument to the disaster that had unfolded. It whispered tales of panic and fear, tales that were as baffling as they were terrifying. The snow, the biting cold, the eerie silence, all seemed to hold their breath, guarding the secrets of what had transpired that fateful night. And then, the search party made the most horrifying discovery. Scattered in the snow, away from the campsite, were the first bodies of the hikers. They were dressed inadequately for the harsh weather, some even barefoot, their faces frozen in expressions of fear and confusion. And then, one by one, their bodies were found. The search party was met with a gruesome sight that still sends shivers down the spine. As the first bodies were uncovered, frostbitten and lifeless in the snow, a chill set in that ran deeper than the winter cold. 2 of the hikers were found near what was left of a makeshift campfire, their hands burned and charred. Their bodies were strangely undressed, as if they had fled into the night with no time to gather their clothes. Further away, under a towering cedar, 3 more of the hikers were discovered. They were positioned as if they were trying to return to the now ruined camp. The grim set of their frozen faces told tales of a desperate, failed attempt to survive. The remaining 4 bodies were not found until 2 months later, buried under 4 meters of snow in a ravine further into the forest. These bodies presented the most baffling evidence. Their injuries were catastrophic, yet there were no external signs of trauma. 1 hiker had a fractured skull, 2 others had major chest fractures. The force required for such damage would be comparable to a car crash. Strangest of all, one of the female hikers was missing her tongue and eyes. The state of undress among the hikers was another perplexing detail. Some were barefoot, others only in their underwear, yet their clothes were found back at the camp, neatly arranged and undamaged. The official investigation by Russian authorities only deepened the mystery. Despite the severe injuries, there were no indications of other people nearby apart from the 9 hikers themselves. No signs of a struggle, no footprints, nothing. The final report concluded with a chilling statement. The cause of death? An overwhelming force they couldn't combat. This ambiguous conclusion left more questions than answers. What was this force? Why were they undressed in sub-zero temperatures? What happened on that fateful February night in 1959 that led to such a grisly end? It's a mystery that continues to baffle scientists, researchers, and the curious alike, even to this day. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries in modern history. Over the years, numerous theories have attempted to explain the enigmatic deaths of the 9 Russian hikers in the Ural Mountains. Among these, 3 have gained the most traction, each as mystifying and unsettling as the last. First, we have the avalanche theory. Some believe that a sudden avalanche might have trapped and killed the hikers. However, this theory has its detractors. Critics argue that the injuries sustained by the victims were too severe to have been caused by an avalanche. Furthermore, the hikers' tent was found ripped open from the inside, as if they had fled in panic, a detail that doesn't quite align with the avalanche scenario. Then, there's the theory of secret military testing. The Ural Mountains were known to be a site for Soviet military activities. Could the hikers have unwittingly stumbled upon a classified operation or experiment? Some point to the strange orange orbs reported in the sky that night, while others note the high levels of radiation found on the victims' clothes. Again, this theory has its skeptics, who question its plausibility and lack of concrete evidence. Lastly, we arrive at the most intriguing theory: extraterrestrial involvement. The aforementioned orange orbs, the bizarre injuries, the radiation, could these all be signs of an alien encounter? It's a theory that's as fascinating as it is terrifying, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of the universe. In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the case, attempting to put the speculation to rest. They conducted a detailed investigation, even simulating the avalanche scenario, and concluded that this was indeed the cause of the tragedy. Yet many remain unconvinced, pointing out inconsistencies and gaps in the investigation. Despite all these theories and investigations, the Dyatlov Pass incident continues to baffle and captivate us. Yet, the truth of what happened to the hikers on that fateful night remains shrouded in mystery. The Dyatlov Pass incident is a stark reminder of the unfathomable mysteries that our world holds. In the dead of winter, 1959, 9 intrepid Russian hikers ventured into the Ural Mountains, never to return. Their gruesome fate, discovered under the most bewildering circumstances, has puzzled investigators and intrigued the public for more than 6 decades. The incident's chilling details, from the hikers' inexplicable panic to their brutal injuries and their tent mysteriously torn from within, have fueled countless theories. Some attribute the tragedy to a snow avalanche, others to a military experiment gone wrong, or even to the encounter with extraterrestrial life. Each theory, however, seems to raise more questions than it answers, adding layers to an already complex enigma. The Dyatlov Pass incident has left an indelible mark on popular culture, inspiring books, films, and documentaries. Its enduring fascination lies not only in its gruesome details and high strangeness theories, but also in its testament to the human spirit's resilience and curiosity. Despite the fear and uncertainty that it evokes, the incident continues to captivate us, drawing us into its icy grasp as we seek to unravel its secrets. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey with Wild Science and Weird Tech. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts on this enduring mystery.